Hey there, little aliens! Welcome back to my channel, UFO Ukrainian for Observers, and today we are going to learn how to read Ukrainian, Cyrillic alphabet, how to combine sounds and stuff like that. So I hope that Cyrillic alphabet was easy for you, you get all the sounds, but today we will try to learn to combine them and we will try to learn how to read, not actually try, but we'll learn how to read and stuff like that. So let's start. So we will start with combining consonant sounds with vowel sounds, and this step is quite important. Why is it important? It is very necessary to say everything out loud right now, and if you're watching this video, please repeat after me. I will say the sound, you say it please out loud. It's very important because your articulation will get better because you pronounce sounds, you learn how to pronounce them, your articulation is trying to adapt and trying to finally say the sound you want to say. Your brain thinking, oh my gosh, how to say this sound, and it tries to figure out many different ways how to say it. And second of all, you're trying to get used to your voice, how it sounds in Ukrainian language, which is also quite important because sometimes people just learn it silently. They don't say everything out loud, but when the time comes to speak with someone, they are really shy. They don't like how they sound, they don't like their voice, they just don't like anything. So I'm begging you, I'm really begging you to say everything out loud, repeat everything out loud. And actually when you're studying, use your voice. I know it can be quite tiring than sitting just in silence, but it is better, it's worth it, and you can see how knowledge sticks to you longer period of time actually. So without further ado, let's begin. So let's start with the simplest sound, which is a vowel sound A, and we will try to combine every consonant sound with this vowel sound. We will combine B, A, together ba, ba, V, A, together va, 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 G, A, ha, ha, G, A, ga, ga, H, A, ha, ha, R, A, ra, ra, P, A, pa, 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 Z, A, za, za, K, A, ka, ka, M, A, ma, ma, N, A, na, na, S, A, sa, sa, Ch, A, cha, cha. Over here you can hear that ch actually becomes very soft. This is how it's supposed to be, so you need to say cha, cha, softly. Sh, a, sha, sha. This sound also becomes very soft one. Sha, sha, d, a, da, da, f, a, fa, fa, l, a, la, la, t, a, ta, ta, sh, a, sha, sha, c, a, ca, ca. Okay, good. I think it was not bad. Let's try with another vowel sound, E. So in this case, everything will be very soft. Let's begin. B, E, B, B, V, E, V, V, G, I, Yi, Yi, G, I, Gi, Gi, H, I, Hi, Hi, R, I, Ri, Ri, P, I, Pi, Pi, Z, I, Zi, Zi, K, I, Ki, Ki, M, I, Mi, Mi, N, I, Ni, Ni, S, I, Si, Si, Ch, I, Chi, Chi, Sh, I, Shi, Shi, D, I, Di, Di, F, I, Fi, Fi, T, I, Ti, Ti, Sh, I, Shi, Shi, Ц, И, Ти, ці. Okay, next one, vowel sound E. B, E, B, B. В, Е, В, В. Г, Е, Г, Г. Г, Е, Г, Г. Х, Е, Х, Х. Р, Е, Р, Р. П, Е, П, П. З, Е, З, З. К, Е, К, К. М, Е, М, М. Н, Е, Не, Не. С, Е, Се, Се. Ч, Е, Че, Че. Щ, Е, Ще, Ще. Ш, Е, Ше, Ше. Д, Е, Де, Де. Ж, Е, Же, Же. Ж, І, Жі, Жі. Ж, А, Жа, Жа. Л, Е, Ле, Ле. Т, Е, Те, Те. Ц, Е, Це, Це. Okay, next vowel sound is O. B, O, Бо, Бо. В, О, Во, Во. Г, О, Го, Го. Г, О, Го, Го. Х, О, Хо, Хо. Р, О, Ро, Ро. П, О, По, По. З, О, Зо, Зо. К, О, Ко, Ко. М, О, Мо, Мо. Н, О, Но, Но. С, О, Со, Со. Ч, О, Чо, Чо. Щ, О, Що, Що. Ш, О, Шо, Шо. Ж, О, Жо, Жо. Л, О, Ло, Ло. Т, О, То, То. Ф, О, Фо, Фо. Ц, О, Цо, Цо. And one more sound I'm going to add here, consonant Y. So with other letters there was no need to combine it because we have a separate letters for this sound. But with vowel sound O, we actually can combine this consonant sound Y and you will have the sound Yo, Yo. Okay, next vowel sound is U. B, U, Bu, Bu. V, U, Vu, Vu. G, U, Gu, Gu. G, U, Gu, Gu. H, U, Hu, Hu. R, U, Ru, Ru. P, U, Pu, Pu. Z, U, Zu, Zu. K, U, Ku, Ku. M, U, Mu, Mu. N, U, Nu, Nu. S, U, Su, Su. Č, U, Ču, Ču. Šč, U, Šču, Šču. Š, U, Šu, Šu. F, U, Fu, Fu. Ž, U, Žu, Žu. L, U, Lu, Lu. T, U, Tu, Tu. C, U, Cu, Cu. Okay, next sound, your not favorite. I hope it became favorite and you finally can pronounce it, which is I, I. B, I, B, B. V, I, V, V. G, I, G, G. G, I, G, G. H, I, H, H. R, I, R, R. P, I, P, P. Z, I, Z, Z. K, I, K, K. M, I, M, M. N, I, N, N. S, I, S, S. Č, I, Č, Č. Šč, I, Šč, Šč. D, I, D, D. Ž, I, Ž, Ž. F, I, F, F. L, I, L, L. T, I, T, T. Ш, I, Ш, sh, ц, I, ц, ц. I think that's it. Now we will combine consonant sound with these sounds that are combined, which is ya, ye, yi. So not every letter can be combined with this sound, but we will combine those that we can. In Ukrainian language, you can hear a lot of words that have in the end these two letters, n, ya. You can hear it a lot in the nouns actually. So let's try to repeat n, ya together, which will be nya, nya. Also very popular combination t, ya. So you will say ta, ta. Next popular combination can be l, ya, la, la. Okay, another combination, r, ya, ra, ra. These can be quite challenging because, as I know, this r sound really difficult for you to pronounce because you used to make it like r from the throat. But remember, you create this sound on the tip of your tongue. So it's r, ra, ra. Okay, when you see this letter here, it does the same thing. It makes consonant sound like salt. For example, let's start with the same sound n, yeah. You will say ne, ne. Very soft. L, ye, le, le. Okay, and this combined sound yi, yi, we actually don't really combine it with consonant sound, or will stand at the beginning of the word and it will not influence on any other previous sound because there is no one. For example, in the word їсти, which means to eat, їсти, or we will have like an apostrophe, so we will separate this sound, we will not allow it to influence on anything else that stands ahead of it. For example, I want to say that the action is already finished, so for example, їсти, it's to eat, but I want to say that I have already eaten something, so it will be з'їсти. З'їсти. You can see apostrophe, yeah? So I will use this apostrophe and I will not allow yi influence on my sound z. З'їсти. З'їсти. And actually apostrophe will be used a lot when you see these combined sounds ya, ye, yi. Very, very often. For example, in the word m'ята, which means mint. So you see how I spell it? M, ya, te, a, but I use apostrophe. I don't allow my ya sound influence on my m sound. So I will say just like m'ята, m'ята. Okay, what we are going to do next? We will try to read and we will start with one syllable words from the simplest one. I will show you the combination and the letter that you need to add. So you will create one syllable word. For example, you have combination sha and the final letter r. Now let's try to combine it. Let's read it. What do you think how it will sound? And we need to read it as shar, shar, which means balloon. As you can see, you pronounce everything, every single sound. You can hear sh, you can hear R, and you can hear R. So you say everything, shar. Let's try next one. The combination ba, the final sound will be also R. And how you say it? Okay, you say it bar, bar, which means a bar. Also, as you can notice, in Ukrainian we don't have articles, so I don't say a bar. We don't have such thing in our language at all, so sometimes even I can miss them when I explain you something in English. This is normal, I hate articles. Okay, next combination, ma, and the final sound, k. Now, let's combine it. How do you say it? Okay, it's mak, mak. Okay, next one, combination ra, and the final sound will be also k. Combine it together, rak, rak, which means cancer or crab. I don't know. I think cancer it's like more zodiac sign, but crab it's like an animal. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, next combination will be C, and the final is also k. Let's combine it. How do you say it? Seek, seek, which means juice. Let's try one more time with this C, but in the end you will have M. And let's combine it. How do you say it? Sim, sim, which means 7. Okay, next one, zu, and the final sound b. Let's combine it. How do you say it? Zub, zub, which means a tooth. Okay, let's combine this one, cha, and the final will be y, y. So how do you say it? Chai, chai. Okay, so this was like one-syllable words. Okay, now let's move on to two-syllable words. Also quite simple. I will tell you one syllable, second syllable, and you just need to combine it into one word. Let's try it. The simplest thing I can give you is ma, ma. Let's combine it, say it quickly, together. Mama, mama. Okay, let's try another one. Ta, to. Together will be tato, tato. Okay, let's combine di, ty. Very interesting, yeah? Di, ty. Let's combine together. Dite, dite, which means children. Okay, let's try marka. Together, marka, marka, which means a stamp. Okay, next one. Li, kar, li, kar. Say together. Likar, likar, which means a doctor in Ukrainian. Likar. Okay, let's try another one. No, ha. Together, noha, noha, which means a leg. Okay, so I hope it's not difficult for you as well. You say all of the sounds that you see. You don't ignore any of the sound. Even though we have stress only in one place, you pronounce every vowel sound. Okay, let's try three-syllable words. Ko, ro, va. Say it together. Korova, korova, which means a cow. Okay, next one. Mo, lo, ko. Say it together. Moloko, moloko. See? All of these three O's, I need to say them, all of them. So even in the end, at the beginning, or in the middle, I say moloko. And moloko means milk. Okay, let's try another one. De, re, vo. Say it together. Derevo, derevo, which means a tree. Okay, let's try one more. Mu, zi, ka. Say it together. Muzyka, muzyka. We have three different vowel sounds and all of them I need to pronounce muzyka. This means music. Also, in Ukrainian we have words that we combine with multiple syllables. Yeah, it's more than 4, more than 5, more than 6. But in these words you will have a lot of suffixes and prefixes. So suffixes and prefixes in Ukrainian are very important because they can show that this action was finished or not finished yet and stuff like this. So suffixes, prefixes are quite popular in Ukrainian language. This is how we create our grammar structures, let's call it like this. We don't really have any auxiliary verbs as in English. We have endings, suffixes and prefixes. This is what we're going to work with. Let's do this word. Pe, re, ro, bi, ti. Let's try to say it together. Переробити, переробити. I pronounce every single vowel sound. Переробити, which means to redo something. Redo the task, redo the exercise or anything like this. So redo. Переробити. Okay, next one. Let's say показати. Let's say together. Показати, показати, which means to show something. Показати. Let's do another one. I think it will be the last one. Записати. And together, let's say it. Записати. Записати. Which means to take a note. So as you can see, reading is quite easy in Ukrainian. you see this letter, you say this sound. That's it. No other combinations and stuff like this. SCH, sometimes you say chu, sometimes you say shu, sometimes you say ku, and stuff like this. We don't have it really. Difficulty can be only in articulation, which you can fix with the time. Just a little bit more practice. Everything will be okay. Just don't give up. I know that people sometimes give up when they are getting to a difficult part of the language, but you just need to overcome it. It's just another obstacle, a little bit difficult one, but with the time you can do this. Okay, let's practice a little bit more. I will show you the word and you will try to read it out loud, and then I will say the word out loud and you can see if you say it correctly or not. Okay, so let's start with one syllable words. Ready? Okay, so let's start with this one. And this word is мир. Мир. Okay, next one. Read it, say it. And let's check it. This one is кит. Кит. Next one, this one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is did. Did. Okay, let's try this one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it will be class, which has few meanings. You can say class as cool, or you can say class as classroom. Okay, let's do this one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is сніг, which means snow. And let's do the last one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is дождь. Дождь, which means a rain. I hope you got the first task, one syllable words. Let's move on to two syllable words. Okay, so let's look at this one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is вода. Вода, which means water. Okay, next one. Read it, say it. So the way you pronounce it is зорі. Зорі, which means stars. Okay, what about this one? Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is рука, which means an arm. And the last one, let's do this one. Read it, say it. The way you pronounce it is пара. Пара, which means a couple. Okay, let's do three syllable words. Let's try with this one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is мураха. Мураха, which means an ant. Okay, what about this one? Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is ракета. Ракета. What about this one? You have here repeating syllable, the same one. And the way you pronounce it is лелека. Лелека. Next one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is малина. Malina, which means raspberry. Okay, what about this one? Read it, say it. Over here we have an interesting combination of zh and ц. Can be a little bit challenging, but try anyway. If you don't get it, don't worry. Let's repeat after me. Ножиці. Ножиці, which means scissors. And let's do the last one. Read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is людина. As you can see over here, we have an interesting thing. You have this letter U. I told you that it's like a combined sound, U, and it's actually, we consider it as a consonant sound. But it can create a syllable. The same as ya or the same as ye, they can create syllable. You will have syllable lu, di, na, 3 syllables, людина. Okay, and let's do the last one when we have more than 3 syllables. For example, this one. Let's read it, say it. Okay, and the way you pronounce it is вечеряти. Вечеряти, which means to have dinner. Вечеряти. Let's do another one. Let's read it, say it. And the way you pronounce it is милозвучний. Милозвучний, which means melodic, like something that has a nice melody, melodic. Милозвучний. Okay, awesome. Okay, little aliens, I hope I helped you to figure out how to read Ukrainian words, how sounds are combined together. That's really not that difficult. It's just the articulation which can be quite challenging. But as I said many times previously in the video, just try to repeat again and again, and your articulation will get used to it every single time you say the word in Ukrainian. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, liking this video, sharing it. Please don't forget to share it with another fellow that wants to learn Ukrainian. And see you in the next video. Bye!